Alright, this took a little bit of setting up to do, but we're out here playing another Lethal Company Let's Play. The reason why it took a little bit to set up is because of the main modification that I wanted to make for this run. I will be trying to see how far I can go in Lethal Company when I only have one inventory slot. I'm also slightly less sick than in my other videos, so hopefully I can talk a bit more actively in this playthrough. We'll see how it goes. I also have some other stuff going on. If I go to the list of moons, you can see that I have Ducky, Water Ridge, and Orion all on there. All moons that I've made videos about previously. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do a 1-slot Iron Man run and solo. I don't know if I can do the regular Iron Man run, which is going to each planet once without dying, but I'm going to try it first. Going to go to Experimentation, Insurance, Vow, Offense, March, and then see if I make enough money to go to Rend, Dine, and Titan. And if I don't have enough money to go there, then I'll go to Ducky, Water Ridge, and Orion. I have 60 credits, default stuff, and I think I'm actually going to do a strategy that I did for the Titan run. I'm going to start on the company building, and I'm going to buy 2 pro flashlights, even though I can only carry 1 at a time. I'm doing this in this run in particular because since I can only carry 1 item at a time, I think any time that I can save on every planet is going to be very critical to the success of this run. I am using vanilla run and stamina, basically vanilla stamina stuff and vanilla weights. The only thing changed really is the inventory slot. Moon's available. Also got the ship loot mod just for ease of doing math. Let's see. Yep, can't even grab the second flashlight because my inventory is already full. So a recurring theme of this run is gonna be me running back and forth from the ship, even more so than usual. Hopefully it's not too bad. We'll see just how bad it is though. Kind of reminds me of early Lethal Company days, where sometimes you go into the facility and you want to get out of there as fast as possible, and finding a piece of scrap, a single piece of scrap, is sometimes enough of a license for you to do that. Of course, as you get more experience with the game, that's not true. Oftentimes you want to fill up a whole inventory before you leave, unless there's clear and present danger that's preventing you from doing otherwise. But now the danger is the lack of inventory space. So let's go start this Iron Man run. I'm gonna start it from the top. Didn't have to spell out experimentation that far, but we did. And it looks like we're gonna get a no weather experimentation, which is kind of nice. In these solo runs, or even just in these challenge runs in general, I usually get kind of unlucky with experimentation. Although most of the time experimentation is foggy. Foggy isn't really the most unlucky thing. I think the more unlucky thing is getting eaten by sandworms. So we'll see if I end up taking the precautions necessary to deal with that. I have thought about a few countermeasures to do it, but we'll see how far into the game I go beforehand. Now, of course, since I only have 1 inventory slot, I'm gonna have to drop this flashlight, pick up any piece of scrap that I find. But I have that accounted for in my gameplay. Like, left is clear, that's fine. Forward looks like it's gonna have a lot, so we're gonna go this way first. Double doors. Actually a lot everywhere. Large axle. Looks like it would be a fire exit room. It's not. It's actually going to be an empty room, fortunately. So let's go get that large axle up there for some reason. It looks like I'm not going to have a lot of direction to go. It's going to be down the middle and through the fire exit for this run. We'll drop that there for now and go get our flashlight back. Not sure what that sound was that I heard. It didn't sound like a vent popping. Might have just been an ambient sound. Looks like we got a locked door. So something I didn't anticipate was key management. Okay. Wonder if that was still nothing. We got the apparatus room actually. It's unlocked. We actually got the one where I can teleport out also. But I don't know if I want to do that. At least not yet. Maybe I will, that's how I'll exit this building. How was it again to get to that room? This way. No, it sounded like there was a bug, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I didn't scan to see how much loot there would be in this place, but that's probably just a skill issue. I was gonna say, I'm going a little farther than I would like to, but I did just find the fire exit, so that's kind of nice. I think it's gonna be dead end. We just keep hearing ambient sounds that would throw a lot of people off. But I'm not gonna be one of those people. At least try not to be. I would very much like to find another item right now. Kind of feels... Oh, well, I just heard a hey. That one's for sure an ambient sound. 50, 130? Okay, hold on. I might have to... Hold on. Because that's... Ah, this is too much. Hold on. I think I might have messed up a little bit. Because those shouldn't be valued that high. Let me go just double check the mod settings. This isn't right. Okay, so when I saw the scrap value multiplier, I just set it to 1 because I thought that would just be normal, I guess. But the default was 0.4, so I guess we're gonna put that back down to 0.4 because that engine shouldn't have been anywhere near that much. And same with that piece of metal scrap. Must have rolled pretty bad on the large axle, actually. I think the large axle was still only 37, but at least I realized it early, and we're just gonna start over. Sorry about that. Even though I only have 1 inventory slot, I'm not gonna take freebies just like that. I would have made quota off 1 V-type engine, and it's just not correct. I don't know if it's gonna be the same seed as I just played. Let's see if it re-rolls the facility interior. If it's the same one, then I'll have a slight advantage knowing where to run immediately. Okay, it's gonna be different. That's kind of cool. It's just completely different run now. These values make a lot more sense. That. Grab added metal sheet is worth 20. That one makes more sense. These shouldn't be worth all that much, despite how much they weigh. I'll grab the flashlight again. And we get a lucky apparatus room again. Kidding, it's not the apparatus room. Fake apparatus room. Usually is though. I didn't have to jump down here. I knew that wouldn't lead anywhere. The right side's clear. Everything's going to be on the left through the fire exit. The blob. A little unlucky, I'd say. And there's actually a turret right there too. So I think I'm going to go to the fire exit now. Or before I even go to the fire exit, let me go secure the... Since I might as well. I talked earlier about getting eaten by sandworms or earth leviathans in the evening on Experimentation, and that being the most dangerous threat of the planet. I don't have to worry about that right now because it's still daytime. When it is nighttime though, I am planning to maybe drop everything on the pipe. Grab it first because I can't see this. Cool. Put all the items up on the pipe. Run them over one by one, drop them, and then run back and forth between the ship and the pipe instead of running from ladder to pipe. I think the lesser distance will help me my survivability a little bit. It does lower the range from which the worm has to eat me from. Like, it only has to traverse there and there to catch up to me. But I think my odds of survival are better if I do it that way. That said, having a blob is a little unlucky, especially this early and so close to the front entrance. Might not be much I can do about that, but let's make sure that I collect that. Sometimes the collection doesn't entirely work every time. Hoping that the fire exit is a decent amount away from main entrance, so that way I have some time to collect stuff before the slime catches up. See if the slime's decided to camp the front door. I feel like it has. Yeah, near activity detected. Slime is definitely right there. And it's gonna be tracking me all the way to the fire exit, even though I'm outside, so hopefully I can find some stuff a little quite fast. Especially because it's experimentation. It's supposed to be one of the safer planets. I should spend as much time as I can here, getting the best start as I can for the run. That is not as good as I thought. I thought I just got 3 items, but really it's just a bunch of keys. But I will put them outside still, just in case I have time to collect them. Where's the other one? Go do that. Don't really need the flashlight, but it's more just for like quality of life purposes. Looks like we're gonna get 2 loot rooms. This is a lot luckier. Also, just a lot of tattered metal sheets too. Let's run them out all the way. I might just grab the apparatus too while I'm at it. What do we think? Do we grab the apparatus? I don't really hear the slime. I don't necessarily feel a reason to do that just yet. I do want to secure some loot and not wipe on day 1 on experimentation like I have in my previous runs. Would not be very cool. I'm not going to prioritize saving these keys. Doesn't seem very important to the success of the run. I already have 2 outside. Tape. That's a new item. Yep. So I do have some other mods installed. This item might key some people into what other mods I have going on, but I'm not going to spoil it just yet. I actually can use this key now to go open that locked door, see if it's worth looking into. Another key. Getting trolled. Okay. Maybe this is another locked door right here. Well, yeah, okay. Oh, there's a big bolt as well. Maybe I'd just be satisfied with this. I'm gonna grab a key real quick while it's here. Might as well. I wasn't being trolled. People were just dropping their keys everywhere. Even though there's nothing here. I feel like I'm getting into greedy territory now. You know, I'm gonna check one time down here. And we'll just grab the apparatus and go. Because I will need quite a bit of time to actually run this stuff back to the ship. Which will probably be what ends up killing the run, honestly. Drop that facing that way. Just so I don't have to run that far in again when I leave this place. And I can just get a little bit better lighting as well. Yeah, it's already nighttime. I have just under 9 hours to get all this stuff back to the ship. So, let's do it. I did have the plan of doing this. I wonder how long this will take. Okay, well if I can jump back and forth like that, maybe a lot less time than I thought. There are strategies that I wouldn't have come up with if not for the one inventory slot restriction, but it's good to know that these jumps are possible. I think this might be... No, the apparatus was heavier than this, so this jump should be no problem. The question is, do I make it back and forth in time? Oop, almost walked off. And last jump for the flashlight. I don't think I take the key. Not that important. Let's take the apparatus first. Just so that way we can have some markers to show where I'm going also. Some guidelines, if you will. That took me almost 2 hours or an hour and a half of in-game time. Imagine it's going to take me just a little bit more time. Run back and forth even though it's so close. Oh. I hope that fell to the ground and not in the pipe. Can't really confirm it right now though. A lot of money to have just lost if so. Not really gonna have an opportunity to confirm that until after I've ferried everything over. I should have dropped it in the middle of the pipe. The apparatus, I should have dropped it in the middle of the pipe earlier. I just kind of want to see how far I have to run this thing for it to make sense. Let's see if it falls through. No, it doesn't. It would suck if there is no collision on the top of the pipe, but there was on the bottom. Then there would be like a pretty decent hiding space if you ever did like a hide and seek game mode on Experimentation. So I'm gonna hope for the best and say that that item actually, the apparatus just fell all the way to the bottom like it's supposed to. I'm thinking about, instead of filling the airspace with just random talking, that I might just cut to the part where I carry everything over. Also, maybe including this part where I just run back and forth is a crucial part of the experience that you have to watch and experience for yourself. Maybe I'll put on some music in the background or something. Part of the reason why I don't listen to music when I do these playthroughs is it allows for anyone watching to play their own music without mine interfering with theirs. Because people like playing music when they play games. So if someone can pick the music that they listen to when watching this video, then kind of emulates that. Except I'm the one playing and they're the one picking the music. So it's now been about 3.5 hours of in-game time spent running back and forth along this pipe. So that leaves me with just under 5 hours left. And I'm gonna have to run everything back and forth at the bottom too. I don't know if I have enough time to bring all of this. It means it was a good call for me to have cut it off earlier. If I was still in there exploring stuff, I wouldn't have enough time to bring back the loot that I had already found. I'm gonna have to remember this for the other maps because the other maps have to traverse even farther distances to collect the scrap. Which is gonna be true except for the case of Titan, which might actually have the best rewards out of all the planets. So if I were just trying to extend my run, my one inventory slot run, I would probably just send Titan a whole bunch of times. It just seems like it would make the most sense. Don't think I'm gonna come back for this flashlight. I bought a second flashlight for a reason. I'm not gonna have, well, I would think I wouldn't have a lot of money to spend on, but if I'm gonna try the Iron Man stuff where I need to be able to go to Rend, Dine, and Titan, you know, I just don't think it's gonna be possible on inventory slot. I think just gonna do what we can do. Go from there. Yeah, I only have like 2 hours or 3 hours left. So. It looks like I might have had time to get the flashlight, but it would have been a lot closer. No, I don't think I would have had time actually. Right. Oh, there was a sandworm. Okay. And there's a dog. Made it just in time. Gonna get out of here. 2 dogs actually, 2 dogs and a sandworm. That might be the first time that I've done a challenge run and actually survived the first day on Experimentation. And of course it's on the 1 item slot run. Not bad, 225 out of 232, get a grade A. 225 minus 80 though is about 145, so I left about 100 scrap on the table. The apparatus doesn't count, but what? Made enough for first quota. It looks like we're also gonna get a lucky assurance too. No weather conditions to make this more difficult than it has to be. Okay, so I keep jumping right there for assurance, but I should consider jumping off the left side. I can make it to the fire escape. I think I am gonna play fire escape this time. Normally, when I play with groups, I go to the main entrance because everyone goes fire escape for some reason. Maybe because it's closer, it's easier to find when you have to go up this huge ladder. But yeah. Hopefully next time I remember to just jump right. I mean left. I know there's like speedrunning strats to get to here even faster than I just did. But you know what? Not everything's a speedrun. Also, I'm not sure if you can still live that drop anymore with the changes to fall damage. So I don't know if that's something that I'm willing to risk. Drop that there. I don't remember what... Oh. That's pretty good, actually. That's like... That almost matches what I got on Experimentation just now. I was gonna say, I don't remember what has the highest spawn rates on Assurance. I don't go here enough to know the spawn table. But, it won't matter if I'm in and out of here super fast, so. I don't think I want to go to a labyrinth tile. I want to go more towards stuff like this. I don't think there's going to be anything down this way. But there might be stuff here. Or not. Okay. And there's a vent pop. Let's go check the main entrance, I guess. We can come back for this stuff in a little bit. Maybe we just get like one good item and leave. We don't have to be too crazy with our loot here. We just have to be very safe, I suppose. Also in this one inventory slot run, I think beehives would be really good. Whether or not I go for them is another thing. I've also lost runs to beehives. See what we got going on over here. If anything, easy. Cooking old pan is not bad. I think we can leave this out here for now. Actually, something in this room. Kinda nuts. It is considered a loot room, but I don't normally have very good luck with the spawns in there. I'll be pretty pleased with that. Also kind of pleased with this. Don't think we're making enough to go to Rend, Dine, and Titan yet. Also not the worst thing ever. A lot of labyrinth tiles. Not really what I'm looking for. But it is what it is. I think oh well, there's that jump over there. I think we'll check just slightly deeper in here. Maybe we get lucky and get 2 items or a door on this side. No. Okay. Well, I think we just start taking stuff back already. This is going to be the heaviest one. But we start with this. The likelihood of me encountering a sandworm is a lot higher here just because I have a lot more terrain to traverse. Especially if there's going to be a pumpkin blocking right there. Actually, I think I can just jump over the pumpkin. Okay, let's not get stuck. I'm definitely just going to have to get jump scared by manticoils first off. Wasn't on my bucket list for this run. Be satisfied with putting it right there for now and make sure that I can even get back to the ship on time. Something I have to consider too is dogs. Dogs can hear when I drop stuff, and since I only have 1 inventory slot, I'm gonna have to drop a lot of stuff while transporting these goods. That can be very dangerous. There's also the very, very low chance of giants spawning on here, but that hasn't happened to me since I first started playing. You know, if there were any time for giants to start spawning on my assurance run, it would be now. The reason why giants spawning here would be significant is because it would make it a lot harder for me to leave this planet safely. Because right now, if dogs appear while I'm trying to put items away, I can just climb to the top of the ship, then drop the items in front of the door, aggro dogs to the front of the door, and then just continue going up and down the ladder taking stuff. Everything I've collected so far, the one-handed item, except for this engine. I shouldn't have any problems doing that. I'm once again not going to get the flashlight. I don't think it's that big a deal. In which case I ran just a little suboptimally. I also might just forget the flashlight for the next run also, because I'm not sure how much it actually helps. I'm not even going that far in. Oh, and actually I didn't even need to come all the way up here because I dropped everything. I'm actually gonna make it with a decent amount of time, but dogs can be out now, so I'm probably gonna cut comms just a little bit. One more thing. You know what? I think I took too long thinking about it, so we're just gonna go. If I go back, I'm only going for one more item, I think. And the risk of dying to a sandworm is kind of too high. I also want to make sure that I survive the next day as well. On Val, I'm probably not going to get too much out of, honestly. Foggy Val. Not really what I want to see going into day 3. Val is one of my least played maps. Don't really like it all that much. Forest giants spawn outside. Brackens have a very high chance of spawning here. And for the longest time, I just had trouble finding where to go in the first place. I could end my run here by doing a Circuit B run. Jeez, okay. This is just awful. I think I'm just gonna try to get like one thing and then go, because wow, not even sure if okay, yeah, not ideal. Fell in that hole as well. Let's just see if there's anything quick that I can get. Oh, that's okay. That's scary too. It's the SCP Foundation. So that's one of the mods that I downloaded. The new interior. Of course, we get it now. I never played the SCP games, but Lethal Company does get compared to it quite a bit. I would very much like to find an item now. Okay. So, I actually just recorded a video, okay, about the top 5 things I would want added to the game. Oh shit. And one of those things was adding a new dungeon or indoor map. And this is exactly why, because this is actually pretty nuts. I am very unfamiliar and don't feel very safe at all. I'm gonna stop with that and see if I can find anything here at the fire exit. I'll drop this right now. Entrance appears to be blocked. Okay, well I guess we're not gonna go there. I think we're just gonna call this a win and cut our losses. And accept that we might not be able to go to Rend, Dine, and Titan in one go. I'd rather just, you know, keep the run going this time. And it's gonna be a feat in itself. Trying to find this ship again. God. I might actually lose. Okay. Okay, I brought an item back from Val in the fog. I didn't die. I think we can call that a dub. Small dubs. Little victories, small wins. We make it past the first quota. SCP map kind of cool though. Actually pretty excited for my friends to try that one out. So let's go sell stuff to the company building. This is gonna be pretty funny. Only bring things one at a time. Naturally, we're only gonna sell. Or actually, do I still try to go to Rend, Dine, and Titan all in one go? Because if I do, I just sell everything here. Under the assumption that I'm not going to die. That's what I'm going to do. Because maybe I can still get enough money when I go to the modded planets. Modded planets, they don't cost a lot, but they do have pretty good loot. I wonder if I'll be able to just regularly meet quota if I'm selling everything, but we'll find out. As long as I keep pace, I should be able to meet at least 3 quotas doing this. We'll sell the egg beater first and then open the gift. Bottles, 59. Pretty good. Pretty lucky. So let's see how much money I end up leaving with. I think I can just leave now and it'll accept. Yeah, well. I've seen someone leave the company building as soon as they sold everything and it being fine. We'll get some overtime money for this. 442 ends up being not enough to go to Rend, I'm sure. But it'll be a non-zero overtime amount, maybe bringing us to at least 500. 47, almost 500. We get a new profit quota of 222, so we low rolled that, which is pretty good for the longevity of our run. Offense being Stormy though, not very good for the longevity of our run. We are still going to try to go everywhere in order, even if it's not good for us. So this one I might not spend a lot of time on either. One, because there's only one entrance that I can go to right now without an extension ladder. 2, it's Stormy, so I can get struck by lightning at any time. And 3, I missed my one and only chance to hit the fire exit just now. So I'm only going to be able to go to the main entrance. And we're in Thumper territory as well. So yeah, I don't really have much means to deal with a Thumper when I only have 1 inventory slot. Even if I did have more inventory slots, wouldn't really matter actually. I would still need a shovel. But let's see if I can grab at least 1 item to take home with me. Oh my. Get another SCP. Which if I find a Thumper here, I don't know how well that'll bode. Although I feel pretty safe on these stairs. Guess I have to go so far first. I can't open that. I don't like I can open that either. Oh. Hey, how do I open anything? Maybe I can go up the other stairs? There's no ambient sound here either. It's a little creepy. Okay, I do at least... Oh, I could have. Give me something, please. Another turret in the wall. A landmine. I wonder if there's going to be new monsters too. Please. Anything? Feels like I'm playing a completely different game right now. Wow. I'm just going straight down the halls. Give me literally anything. Item, please. I don't like this. Uh-oh. Wow. I might just leave. Pretty unlucky. That doesn't reach me. Wait, what about down here? That looks like a door that I should be able to leave through. But you know what? I'm not gonna question it all that much. Finally, okay, we got something. We can leave this place in peace. Hopefully not in pieces. Oh shit. And it's plastic. Let's go. Let's get out of there. Yeah, in my video I don't well, does it go up first before this one? I'm not entirely sure. Probably not at this rate. I was talking about how Lethal Company has so many exterior differences, like different moons, different weather conditions, all that. We even have some modded moons, but at the end of the day, you're like, as soon as you enter the dungeon or the indoor instance, it's either going to be a facility or a mansion. So one of the changes I would like to see to the game is adding more dungeons or instances, adding more variants there. When I saw that there was an SCP lab one, even though I've never even played the game, I was happy to see that there was something different than a facility and a mansion experience. Now, as far as how we're doing progress-wise, you know, admittedly not the greatest. Need to get a decent amount of money here or we lose. But we are going to my favorite non-premium map, March. Because it's my favorite because oh, let's see if I can survive that. Because there's 4 different entrances you can go into. Pretty good, because you don't have to go that far into any of them. You can just kind of take a peek, see if there's anything worth grabbing, and run back. That's probably gonna be my strategy here. 1 item from each, and then go from there. Which might not work if the entrance is blocked. That's probably something to do with the SCP interior. I probably got SCP again. I did make it so that you can get SCP on any map, just so that way I could experience the map, but I might lower the possibility of getting that now. Get blocked here. Huh. Do I only get 1 entrance when it's SCP? I hope not. I did land on a beehive earlier though. That could be worth doing. I think I'll start with that rather than worry too much about what's going on with these fire exits. I guess if you have an SCP map, there are no fire exits. That'd be kind of an interesting take on that. Aggro these bees. I could have ran those for a lot longer. Oh, there's actually 2 beehives. We are gonna abuse the beehives for sure. Oh shit, I'm out of stamina. Actually 3 beehives. I don't know how much I want to abuse it though. That's a little greedy. I think I'll just be satisfied with 1. If I mess up again, then I'm just dead. The fact that I even got 1 is pretty good. So let's be happy with that. Get some stamina back before we go in. Okay. We can only go to the main entrance when it's an SCP. Don't know if I like that, because then you can tell what kind of interior you're going to get just by going to the fire exits. Also, it's kind of ruining my plan here. Probably lose now. Wow, it's so dark. Kind of wish the lighting was a little better. Now, this is also only the first iteration of this new dungeon, and still very appreciative for that. Okay. Looks like I think it's going to be the same setup again. Will I get anything though? Good question. Because there wasn't a lot of crap to be found here. Ooh, new tile. Wow, this is very, very not cool. In a good way. Okay. Well, where is that coming from? Because that just end my run. I think I take my chances with the beehives, actually. Yes, I'm gonna take my chances with the beehives. Thank you very much. Question is, how many beehives can I collect? Cool thing is, if I pull this off, I should hit quota, and all I gotta do is survive day 3. Hopefully I don't die from the overlap of bees. No, I'm dead. I might just have to be happy with that. I can only take 1 more hit. Bring one in. Give me the other one. No. Well, better than not getting either of them, and that was a pretty high value item too. That would have been one entire quota on its own. Now I only need to get about 60 or 58 exactly more scrap. Unfortunately, I didn't get enough to go to Rend on this round. In a regular Iron Man run, this is when I would have to go to Rend. Actually, did I get enough to go to Rend? I think I did. If I sell both of these, 131 plus 33, like 160, 70% of that definitely sells for 550. So in the spirit of that run, we're gonna go sell like I normally would here. And we're gonna go to Rend. Now, do I have any hope of getting enough money to go to Dine right after this? Absolutely not. There's no way I'm making 600 on Dine with the amount of space that I have to traverse based on my prior experiences with the run. Can I sell this plastic fish by itself and hit 550? No way in hell. But I might be able to sell it and not have to sell the plastic fish. Let's try that. 77% of that should be at least 51. 51 I need to go to Rend. Yeah, it was 100. So I almost have enough to go to Dine actually, but the thing is, Dine is not the next moon. Rend is. We're gonna go to Rend now. And on Rend, I'm gonna have to survive and collect around 100 scrap. Luckily, there's no weather. Or let me double check if there is, because I just saw the autosave. Yeah, we're good. Let's go. Made it to Rend on this one item slot journey, and be happy with that no matter what happens now. That said, Rend, first premium planet of the run. There's a very high chance of Nutcracker spawns. And I have a very low success rate against Nutcrackers. So that is a formula for the opposite of disaster, I suppose. Go see how this goes. The more difficult thing is that of how far the main entrance is from the ship. But if I get like 2 items here, we're sold. Okay, we get a good old mansion. Back here, if there's any freebies. Doesn't seem like it. Go upstairs for any freebies. Yes. Okay, but okay, well, I'm not gonna carry that actually. That is asking for trouble. Actually, there is a strategy for this. I just gotta drop it every 5 seconds. Can't see me. Okay. I'm gonna go the opposite direction of that. We're actually gonna scan that and see if that's enough. Need one more item. That's one more item. And I also don't have to pick up the mask with this one. I think, yeah, we might just lob this one in. I think we at least try to bring the tragedy mask back, right? The question is, does the 5 seconds to trigger the mask count as soon as you pick it up? Like, do we get the first tick on pickup or the first tick after 5 seconds? I'm just not sure. And that's a crazy risk to take at this point in the run. If I take that risk now and I'm wrong, then the run ends and we don't get to go do this strategy on the modded moons. But at the same time, if I don't do it, then I will never know, right? Decisions. I didn't even bring the mask outside, so I have the added risk of having to go back inside. I think We're gonna go for a record setting, right? See how many rounds we can go, because I might be the first person to have done a run like this. And even if I don't get very far compared to other people when they try it for themselves, I'd like to at least make 2 quotas before calling it quits. And plus the strategy changes after this too. I might be able to save for quotas after this. Let's just say that because, yeah, we're gonna... In any other 1 item slot run, I'm never going to rend. Like, are you crazy? That's just asking for trouble. You definitely just save up for Titan and send Titan over and over and over again. Might also be viable to do Hive runs over and over and over again on March and also Orion. I guess now that I think about it too, this isn't really going to count for any category because I'm using modded moons. Unless the people who try this also want to use modded moons and also the SCP thing. Like Matchbox, that's not a common item. That's an item that's in here because of the mods. Plastic fish, that's not a regular item. I'm just kidding. Don't know why I haven't been doing this. Bringing stuff to the edge of the ship. Kind of, you know, vibing too hard. I'm just happy to be here, I guess. Snuck that one right in before I wasn't able to. And nice. So what's gonna happen here? Ducky, Water Ridge, then Orion. We're still gonna try to go in order. I kind of wish Orion was at the top, because Orion is the one that costs the money. But beggars can't be choosers, even though I was the one that chose this format. I would have rather ended on Ducky or 102 Water Ridge because those seem a lot safer. But if I also just get quota on the first 2, then I don't have to worry about being safe or getting too much quota on Orion. I can just worry more about being safe. What I meant to say. Let's see what our new profit quota is. 389. That's not that drastic of an increase. I'll have to make about 130 exactly every day. But seeing that Ducky is Stormy is not the most lucky ever. I would have much rather... Because now if I die, I might not be able to go to Orion unless I sell whatever I get on Water Ridge. Sell an amount on Water Ridge to get there. Which will make my Orion run that much more difficult. But okay, let's go. At least with this one, the fire exit is pretty close. It seems like I'm pretty safe underneath this little hangar here too. Barring any weird interactions with unofficial maps. Doesn't... Yeah, it looks like rain comes through here, so I probably still get struck by lightning here too. Old phone, big bolt. Those probably conduct electricity. I'm just gonna run them one at a time, I think. Here's what's gonna happen. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this over here. And the big bolt. That way when I come out here, I don't get struck by lightning immediately. Let's just run it. Okay. Does this conduct electricity? Doesn't seem like the old phone conducts electricity, actually. Kind of nice. Just put that down. Sounds like that big bolt is just attracting all of the smoke. Which might be good. I might just leave it there. As long as I remember where it is, I won't get struck. Good for the lightning to be consistent, I suppose. Wish I had a flashlight now. Not like I can't afford it, but... You know what? That's just kind of the luck of the draw, isn't it? I might just go to the... Oh! Hold on. Gold bar? A rubber ducky? And a chemical jug? Okay. We're cooking. We are absolutely cooking. Pretty sure this doesn't conduct electricity, so I'm gonna just drop that. Yeah. At least put this by the door. And grab the chemical jug. This definitely conducts electricity. And we'll grab the rubber ducky. $211. Wow. Let's go put this out in the light where I can actually see stuff. Grab this. Put it where I can see it. And the gold bar. Okay, let's start with the non-conductive stuff. I actually just realized that there's no clock here. Not up here, at least. So I'm not sure if it's going to be daytime or nighttime, or when it's going to be nighttime. So if I'm able to collect all this, I might just leave. I think my chance of getting randomly struck by lightning are lower now that I have a few pieces conducting electricity. Go. Off to a great start. Just finish this off. Oh, I see the clock now, 1:14. Mad chillin'. Have about an hour until mobs can start spawning, unless things are different on this planet. We'll do this, and then we'll get the gold bar next. Doesn't seem like this actually conducts electricity. Kind of being a little quiet in case it does, and I'm not hearing the cues. That would be very, very unfortunate. Alright, the gold bar is going to be the next most dangerous one. I might not, if I get the gold bar, I might not even come back for the big bolt. I don't think the risk is worth. I'm able to secure the one that costs a lot more on the opposite side of here, just for safety's sake. I'm not sure which one's conducting, so I'm gonna let go. Oh, it's both. And it's that one again. Radio sound. I can hear the static. Maybe I should have started with this one. Okay. And then we jump. Alright, we definitely don't go back now that there's dogs and stuff. We just leave. We got the gold bar. Let's go. 443. We made quota in one day without going very far. This is why I wanted to save Ducky for the last map on this particular split. But you know what? Didn't get to choose that destiny, and we're gonna be happy with it. Got almost half of it, which is pretty nuts. So yeah, that's good. Now we're gonna go to 102 Water Ridge. This one I'm a little iffy about. I'm not entirely sure if I should be doing this, but I'm actually going to put this run on hold because it looks like my friends want to clock in. And that is more important to me than this solo run. So I'm gonna end the run here and continue it when I get the chance to. So if you want to see the rest of this run, subscribe to the channel and I will post it when I actually get back to it. Also, if you end up trying this challenge for yourself, let me know. Share your video, show me your channel, I'll go check it out. Thanks for watching and peace.